Hello students, this is Miss Dalton and this video is on writing polynomial equations. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to write the equation when you're looking at a graph. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to identify your x-intercepts. So remember, your x-intercepts are also called roots, and if you remember from when we talked about intercept form in quadratics, you're going to take those x-intercepts and you're going to write them as a factor. So remember, it's x minus whatever your root is. So you're going to write that as a factor for every x-intercept. Okay, remember what it means if the x-intercept bounces. If the x-intercept bounces, that's going to be where you have a polynomial that like maybe comes up and it comes down and it bounces off the x-axis. When it bounces off the x-axis, so that doesn't look like it's on the x-axis, but let's pretend like it does actually touch it. When it bounces off the x-axis, that factor is going to have a power of 2. Then you're going to determine if the leading coefficient is positive or negative. For this section, we're going to assume that there's no vertical stretch or compression, so therefore our A value is either going to be a positive 1 or it's going to be a negative 1. And so this is all dependent on the right end behavior. If the right side is going up, then it'll be a positive 1. If the right side's... Sorry about that, my dog started barking. So if the right end is going up, it's going to be a positive 1. If the right side's going down, it's going to be a negative 1. Okay, so let's look at this first example. The first thing you want to do is you want to look at those x-intercepts. So we have an x-intercept, looks like at -2. We have an x-intercept at 0. And we have an x-intercept at +3. Okay, so we're going to write those as factors. So for x minus 2, that would just be x plus 2. For 0, what you'd end up having is you would have like x minus 0, but that's the same thing as just x. So whenever your intercept is 0, it's just going to be the factor of x. And then the third x-intercept is at 3, so that's going to be x minus 3. You also want to look at each one of those intercepts, and as long as it just goes straight through it, then it's just going to be a power of 1. So all 3 of those just go straight through it, so it's a power of 1. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to figure out what your leading coefficient is. And that's all dependent on the right end behavior. So on the right side, my graph is going up, and so therefore my A is equal to a positive 1. And since if I put a 1 there, that's the same thing as 1x, then I can just leave it in that format. All right, so let's look at example 2. At example 2, we have y-intercepts. I'm sorry, not y-intercepts, x-intercepts. At -2. We also have an x-intercept at 0. And we have one at 3. So same x-intercepts. However, at x equals 0, that bounces. Okay, so this one bounces, which means it's going to have a power of 2. So when I write that, x minus 0, which would just be x, I'm going to have a power of 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and write our intercepts. So y equals, we'll have the x first, and it'll be x squared. Then the next two we can write in any order. So x plus 2 and x minus 3. Then we want to look on that right side, and on the right side it is going down. Therefore, our leading coefficient is going to be that -1, so we can just put the negative there. Okay, so this is just a brief video to explain how to write your equations. You can always double check your equations after writing them by graphing them on your calculator to make sure that they match the graph. Okay, have your notes filled out, come to class, ready to work.